Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far into the afternoon. Sorry, running just a few minutes late getting everything set up here at the studio. So we'll get started in about a minute or two, and we will go for an hour practice. And so if you're able to hang with us until 10 after the hour, that'd be great. And playlist for today, if you want to follow along with what I'm listening to, is Urban Flow Live from May 12th. So going back to 5/12. First song is called Wild Trails. And once you go ahead and get that set your volume on your video, make sure that you can hear me okay. You want that volume to be above the volume of your music, ideally, and so that you're not having to look back at the screen, and you can really focus in on your practice and on your breathing. And so I don't have my monitor where normally I can see who's on practicing with you guys saying hi and whatnot, but if you ever want to say hi or if you ever have any questions about your practice, I hear from many of you, and I realize that we're always picking up more people, so it might be a new friend that is now connecting to the practice, and so you're always welcome to email me at joek@urban728yoga.com, or you can also send us a message on our Instagram. I get those messages, and that's at urban728yoga. My personal is at yogalifejoek. So send in any questions that you have. Sometimes people will send music that they'd love to listen to during a practice, and I can make playlists out of that. Those suggestions as well. And here we are, Friday. What are we sitting on? February 5th, 2021. It's almost a bit of a haze as to what January was. I know here in Los Angeles we were dealing with another large, probably the biggest surge that we've seen, definitely, of COVID locally. So it does feel a bit like we're coming out of that a little bit. And what's interesting about these practices is that we're cataloging them. I don't necessarily plan what I'm going to say during the class, before the class, and after the class, and yet we have this catalog in where we can probably go back at some point. I look forward to being able to get back into the studio and practicing with all of you and the energy that you're bringing into the space, and that helps and develop the messages and the themes as well. But to be able to go back, even now at this point, going back to March of last year, and take one of those classes, or some of the detox classes I know are very beneficial in the evenings if you are feeling that anticipation. We were talking this morning with a friend about the hope and that we're moving in the right direction. We always hope that we're moving in the right direction, but the truth is that we don't know. We simply can say that we're moving in a direction. We're moving in the direction. And so whether that is the right direction or the wrong direction, who knows? We breathe. That's why we're connecting to the flow. That's why we're opening up ourselves and our minds, and so that we can listen and settle into some stillness, and so that we can receive the messages, so that we can receive the understanding, the discipline, to stay rooted when we need to stay rooted, to take flight when it feels right to take flight. Okay, so let's go ahead and start in child's pose today. Knees mat width apart, bum back to your heels. And then stretch your arms out in front. Forehead comes down onto the ground. And feel your legs in this position and where they are bent, and you're flexing through your knees and your hips. And laying the tops of your feet down flat into the ground. Forehead is still. And And feel as you can add some strength connection to your core and squeeze your hips down a little bit deeper towards your heels. If your bum is really setting up high and your thighs are tight, right, you're really feeling this in your ankles and your feet. And little by little, you set yourself further and through the exhale. On your next breath, inhale, rise up to all fours and keep your knees as wide as your mat. And tailbone can lift and your belly can drop with your arms straight, palms underneath your shoulders. And so you're sitting in a little bit of a cow back, and where you're extending your spine, shoulders away from your ears. A little tilt and turn of your head side to side. Feel your neck today. And then we're going to take this into the back, into the shoulder. Slide your right arm behind your left armpit. And keep your bum up as you come down onto your right shoulder. Set your head gently. And it's early, so keep the left hand where it is. And use the connection to that hand to support the depth of the stretch that you may be feeling in your neck. We don't just want to dump all the weight into our neck, obviously. And yet feel some of this breath now into your back body and the twist. Take 3 inhales and exhales. And through your left hand, press the ground away. Slide your right arm out. And right arm goes straight. And come back in through that cow shape and where your tailbone is up. And let your belly and ribs come out. And shoulders away from your ears. Little tilt and turn. Head side to side. Take a breath. Nothing wrong with starting your practice in this way. Take your left arm behind your right armpit and slowly come down onto the shoulder and turn the side of the head into the mat. Our right hand is here and supporting us. You feel the breath in the body, gentle twist and torque in through the upper spine. And connect 3 breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. And right hand into the ground. Inhale, push the mat away. Slide your left arm out and both arms straight. Once again, come into that cow shape. Tailbone lifts. And let your belly and ribs fall out, shoulders away from your ears. And then little tilt and turn. Rock the head side to side. Wonderful. Take a deeper breath, gaze down and come to center. Bring your knees underneath your hips. Palms are set. Spread your fingertips. Start with your pinkies out to your thumbs on both hands. Claw the mat with your fingertips and then stretch your right leg back, tuck your toes. And draw your belly in, stretch your left leg back, touch your toes. And then you've got yourself set up into a plank pose. Feel the root, feel the dimension of connecting through the ground and to receive the strength your body has something to respond to. It is not unusual and to find ourselves in a full state in place of in reactivity in throughout our days and in our lives. And yet for the next hour, we will connect into the action, the discipline of listening to the breath and seeing where the breath takes you. On your exhale, lift your tail, downward facing dog, and make any micro adjustments into the placement of your feet and feel the spread and sprawl. It has been a week of practice, folks, and we've been connecting every single day, every breath into the flow. And together, inhale, roll out into your high plank. Lengthen your neck in line with your spine. And exhale, roll back, draw your belly in, tailbone up, down dog. And breathe in through your nose. And exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Keep your legs engaged and so you're feeling light into your arms and your shoulders, heel toe your feet together. And big toes touch as we stretch the head down. Feel the back of your legs. And hands on the ground for balance. Rock some weight into your toes. And rock some weight into your heels. You do that a few more times. Weight into your toes. And weight into your heels. As you're breathing in through the nose, keep the lips sealed. And the air comes out through your nose. Let's keep the weight set now into 4 points on each foot. And the balls of your feet, the heels of your feet. Inhale, lift halfway. Look to the top of your mat. Keep stretching your gaze and then walk your hands forward. Long arms, set your palms flat, shoulder width distance. And our legs never move. We're still in downward facing dog. And take your right foot, step on the back of your left heel. And then press it down, scoop the belly in. And feel your legs, inner thighs. Come forward to a plank with your right foot still on the back of your left heel. Draw that through your legs. Feel the lightness around your neck and your shoulders. And then bring your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick straight back. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. One more, kick straight back. Right knee to your elbow. And step back into your plank. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And feel the space in the back as you break the shoulders open, twist the elbows in. And then left foot, step on the back of your right heel. Press the heel down, scoop the belly, and that'll take you a little bit deeper into the chest opening. If it just drops you into your shoulders, you want to maintain a little more left. You feeling that space, and keep the legs come forward like plank. And draw the inner thighs up. And then you're much lighter around your neck and your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, knee, left elbow. Nice. Step back into your plank and lift your hips into your downward facing dog. Okay, let's work it out. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Bend your arms, neck in line with your spine, Chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog or Cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. So over time and repetition, right, perhaps your body is, remember, you're not starting your practice anew every day. You're continuing your practice from yesterday. 24 hours, maybe less, and depending if you find that consistency, and your body will probably appreciate it. Same time, same day, different day. Big toes together. Lift your heels up. And exhale, take 2 steps to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand, rise, and reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms or reach them straight up. And exhale, dive, hands to the mat, forward fold. Listen here, lift halfway. And as you exhale, fold, roll the weight into your toes, lift your heels, squeeze your knees, and sit double toe stand. And draw the inner thighs together, bring your palms to your heart center. Shoulders stacked over your hips and knit into your ribs. Nice, feel your belly, take an inhale. And as you exhale, hands down, step your left foot back, step your right foot back. Feel that plank lower, Chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog or Cobra. And exhale, lift through your tail. And draw with your legs, downward facing dog. And if your hands get too wide, you'll end up feeling that stress in your shoulders. And so keep your palms in there, shoulder width distance apart. Work your breath in combination with your body, a lightness in through your spine to your mind. Lift your heels. And exhale, take 2 steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Feel it open. Inhale, rise, stand and reach. Exhale, palms to your heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Same way. Exhale, fold. Pop your heels, weight into your toes, sit double toe stand. And draw your inner thighs together, bring your hands to your heart center. And so what it does, it brings your mind into a different space, and when you are balancing and taking 2 points of your connection from the ground, and yet you can still use your palms to connect you to your core. Take your gaze and hands down, switch the legs, step back, and step back, flow, Chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, upward facing dog or Cobra. And exhale, move it around, downward facing dog. Hey, see, if your hands got wide, my hands have a tendency of getting too wide, and then you end up feeling the practice the next day. You're like, ooh, there's the shoulders. And so work that alignment in the major joints of your body, shoulder, elbow to wrist. Inhale, heels up. And exhale, 2 steps or hop to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Cycle up, inhale, rise, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle and reach the arms up. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale, we fold. Roll the weight into the toes. Heels up, knees squeeze, sit, double toe stand. Palms to your heart center. Okay, so those knees are going to be right up into your chest. You know how we've been stepping back? Okay, now you can practice shooting back. Hands down, inhale. Shoot back, exhale, Chaturanga. Tops of the feet, inhale, up dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And together, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to your right wrist. Inhale, kick your right leg back. Exhale, knee to your left wrist. Stretch it out. Inhale, right leg back, no rush. And exhale, step your right foot through, soften your back knee down, and draw your hips back, straighten your right leg. And then I can slide the right heel forward, and so your left hip is stacked on top of your left knee. And see how your long arms, straight arms, connect your fingertips to the mat, and then start to pull your heart forward like you're doing an Utkatasana powerful pose. And feel these lines working straight, and then in the completeness of your breath, it may have taken you years to get this right leg straight, left hip stacked, hips square, and then your spine tall. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, good lines, 2, and then gaze and palms down. Spine can curl, left knee lifts, slide your right foot back, and come into a downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts up. Exhale, left knee to your left wrist. Inhale, kick back, feel the stretch. Exhale, knee to your right wrist. Inhale, sweep it back. And exhale, step your left foot all the way through. Soften your right knee down. Keep the toes tucked, draw your hips back. And straighten your left leg, slide that heel forward. And then use your straight arms, fingertips to the ground. All right, so if we draw here, scoop the belly, lift the heart like Utkatasana, and then work the breath in through these lines, and sensation will form, back of your leg. You might feel good. Soften your chin just a little bit, and your neck is in line with your spine, but keep lifting your heart center. Nice. Feel the sensation as you soften your chin, hands down, spine can curl. Lift your right knee, slide your left foot back, and plank into your downward facing dog. And feel the down dog now with your hamstrings a little bit more open. And take an inhale, big toes together, lift your heels. And then exhale, load the spring, step or float lightly to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Separate your feet hip width apart. Peace fingers, hook your big toes. And rock the weight into the balls of your feet. Straighten your legs, pull your heart forward. And then turn your elbows out and draw your chest forward and then down. Long breaths, evenness into the sensations and through the back of your legs here. Keep a hold of your big toes. Inhale to lift halfway, straight arms. And as you exhale, come back down, fold. Release the toes, hands to the mat, heel toe your feet together. Okay, if you're not at the top, do a little hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, bend your legs, reach your arms up, Utkatasana. Hands to your heart, left elbow outside your right thigh. Okay, start to charge the length in your spine with your breath, inhale. And then look down, step your left foot back with a twist, exhale. Into your lunge, keep your back heel high. And then as you exhale, draw your thumbs to your heart, gaze can turn and twist. And feel your front heel. Take your gaze forward. And then inhale, we rise. Reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Straighten your front leg. And as you exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. Turn your right toes in. Turn your left toes out. And then open your arms back of your mat into warrior two lunge. Inhale to reverse your warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands. Right hand lands, back heel high, left arm to the sky. Nice. Connect to your breath. Keep drawing your chest away and from your tailbone. We roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Turn your left toes out and then step back into a side plank. Wonderful. That left arm has never changed and our legs continue to support. And breathe in through your nose. Out through your nose. Gaze and left hand down. Pivot square. Come into a plank. Do a push-up. Press back to your plank. And then lift your hips downward facing dog. And spread and sprawl. Fingertips. Take an inhale. And draw with your belly. Strengthen your upper back as you exhale. Great. Lift your heels up. And exhale. Walk or light. Hop to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And bend your legs, reach your arms up, chair pose. Feel your chair. Hands to your heart, right elbow outside your left thigh. And keep your bum sitting deep. And feel it as you break down the back, opening through the chest, look forward, and then step your right foot back into a lunge. And ball of your right foot, pull your heart up. And keep your head lifted. Feel your breath, foot to ground. As you look forward, center, reach your arms up, strong legs. Yes, pivot your back heel down, warrior two. Opening your knees, spread, and draw your tailbone in. And feel your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Now left leg. Turn your left toes in. And turn your right toes out. Lunge in. Back to the top of the mat. Warrior two. Inhale to reverse. And exhale. Windmill your hands. Left hand down. Back heel high. Right arm windmills to the sky. And so you're keeping that action in your upper back. And you notice how strong your legs are. And if your hips still feel a little resistance, keep breathing into them. Outer edge of your left foot, turn your right toes out, and then slide your right leg back, and we're in side plank. We've done a lot of different versions, iterations, entries into side plank this week. You feel it in the upper back. Take an inhale. Exhale, gaze and right hand down, and do a push-up, elbows in, press back to plank, and then lift your hips, downward facing dog. And set your hands, set your feet. Nice, welcome back. Okay, remember, it's the direction, a direction, and versus the right direction, wrong direction. When you're in your flow and connected to your breath, and feel the space expand. Big toes together, heels up, bend your knees, exhale, walk or light hop. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Feel a little taller in yourself. Inhale, reach your arms up, belly in, little back bend. Exhale, dive, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, smooth flow, halfway lift. Plant the palm, step or float back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your right knee to your nose and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your right foot through, rock back and take off. Standing splits, left leg lifts. Feeling a little bit more out of the back of your right leg. Point your left toes today and lift that foot a little bit higher. And take a dive, forehead down towards your knee. Work your belly, look forward, step back into your lunge. Use that back foot, inhale, rise up. Exhale, back heel down, warrior two. And set into your warrior two, nice. Straighten your right leg, pivot your right toes in. Reach your arms up. And as you exhale, take a dive. And right hand to the ground. And reach your left arm up, twist. And so you got your T-arms. And draw your inner thighs back. And ground down into the balls of your feet. And slide your heart forward. Nice. Bring your gaze and left hand down to the ground. Okay, the space to the top of the mat, you're going to lean into your left hand, kick your left foot forward and come down onto your bum, and tuck your hands behind your knees, and draw your elbows into your sides. Connect to your breath, lift your heart a little higher, reach your arms up, and like you're doing chair pose on your bum, flex the ankle, and connect your thighs with your belly into your back. Excellent. Make sure there's nothing behind you. Fingertips behind your knees. Start to rock up and down the length of your spine. And we'll do 3 more. Opening the back of the hips. Cross your right ankle over your left. And then roll over your shins. Plant your hands. Shoot back, Chaturanga flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips. And downward facing dog. And set your hands, and just like you were doing on your bum, feel your thighs connected to your belly and connected to your back. Nice, spreading your fingertips nice and wide. Right foot down, inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, big step, left foot all the way through. Bend your right leg, take off, right leg lift, standing splits. And feel to your left thigh. You draw that awareness as you continue to lift your right toes a little bit higher. Wonderful. Look forward, step your right foot back, touch the mat, lunge, reach your arms up. And feeling that back leg, warrior 2, pivot your back heel down. And connect breath in your warrior 2 and feel the roots in your foundation. Yeah, sensation of the breath lifting through your spine, straighten your front leg, pivot your left toes in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive. Left hand to the ground. Twist. Reach your right arm up. And it's easy to curl in. Shoulders turning forward. Roll your shoulders back. Feel the balls of your feet. And keep your legs active. And follow your flow as you exhale. Gaze and right hand down. And put the weight into your right hand. Kick your right foot to the top of the mat. Come down onto your bum. Fingertips behind your knees. Yeah, get your heart to lift. Flex your ankles. And then reach your arms up. And slow down your exhale. Hands behind your knees. And start to rock up and down the length of your spine. 5 times. 3, 2, cross your ankles. And then 1, roll over your shins, plant your hands, step, shoot back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And take a breath in through your nose, reset your hands, reset your feet. And feel your body as your outer hips are open and loose, your core connected, and the postures get lighter and lighter. Big toes together. And heels up, bend your knees. Exhale, walker, hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take it up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step back, bend your arms, Chaturanga. Hold Chaturanga. Right? That's why we didn't jump back. You listen to your body here. And draw in with your ribs. Kick back through your heels. You can do it. You flip over the toes, tops of the feet, press the arms straight. And then feel the tops of the feet And give your hips a little turn to the right and to the left. Back to center. Draw the heart forward, shoulders back, gaze in front. And then scoop the belly, look down, and lift your hips back into your down dog. Okay, we'll take a deeper perspective into the hamstring. Step your right foot in between your hands. And straighten your front leg, flip your toes up today. And so like we did earlier when you're on the knee in your half splits, use your arms and draw your belly, and then take as much of that curve out of your spine as you can. Feel as you're working your legs straight and to go up your thighs, and then from your chest to go down through your core. Set your hands to the mat, swing your right leg back up, three-legged dog. That leg getting lighter. Now flex the ankles. Tap the right toes to the back of the left heel. Exhale, lift it up. Tap, lift it back up. 3 more. Lift it back up. 2. Lift it back up. 1. Lift it back up. Step your right foot through. That leg is light. Reach your arms up. Nice. Hands to your heart. Left elbow outside your right thigh. And then roll your torso into the twist. Chest to your thumbs. And then we go from the back to the front. Look down. Exhale. Step your left foot to the top. And feel your feet. We're going to transfer the weight into your left foot, okay? Back to center. Inhale, rise. Arms up. Lift your right knee in front. And kick your right leg back. It is light. Float your arms by your sides. And so we're kind of taking advantage of the lightness in your right leg. And feel the strength in your back. Right? Conform as you express a little bit deeper. And let's bring your right knee through. Bring it back up in front of you. Arms up. Step your right foot down. Hands to your heart center. Inhale. Circle the arms. Reach up. Little taller. Exhale, dive, hands to the mat, draw your belly into the fold. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant step, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your nose. Step your left foot in between your hands. Let's see if we can get it out of the left leg now. Straighten it out. Flip the toes up. Right? What are we getting out of the body? The heaviness, the resistance, the attachment, and which is all untethered, and from the sensation, your central nervous system to your mind. And so it's all working together. Scoop the belly in. Flatten the back as much as you can. Use your arms. And find yourself feeling good place to be. A direction, the direction. Right direction, wrong direction, it matters a little bit less. Maybe it's not completely gone, but it matters a little bit less. Take your hands flat. Right leg straight. Swing your left leg back and lift it up. And she feels a little lighter. Tap your toes back of your right heel. Exhale, lift it up. Tap, lift. 3 more. Lift. Should feel it. 1 more. Lift. Step your left foot through. And that leg is light. Reach your arms up. Stretch through your wrist. Hands to your heart and twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh. And support yourself through your breath as you rotate through your rib cage. Keep the twist. Look down. Exhale. Step your right foot to the top. And bend your legs. Don't worry. We'll get the weight into that right foot. And keep breathing as you come to center. Inhale, rise. Reach your left knee up in front. That light leg, scoop the belly, kick it back, arms by your sides, toppling tree. And you notice as you roll your heart through and the shoulders draw back, you're so much more supported in this version of Warrior 3, toppling tree. All of the space that you're creating, the lightness in your legs, and with that density connection to the ground, and creates the float in your practice. Bring your left knee through, lift it up in front of you. Exhale, left foot down, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms up, little taller. Exhale, we grow, fold, hands to the mat. Plant the palms, inhale. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale through your upward facing dog. And as you exhale, downward facing dog, breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. And set your hands, if you're like me and you got a little wide, bring them back in, and you won't feel as much in your shoulders. And your next inhale, big toes together. And bend the knees, exhale, walker, hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And come back, forward fold. Pop the heels, double toe stand, squeeze the knees. And sit down, hands to your heart center. And get your spine vertical, shoulders back over your hips. And fingertips down onto the ground. And so if you got your device too close in front, you can move it to the side and then kick your left leg out in front of you. Work your belly as you draw your heart up, navel in. And the length of your arms, you've been doing it all practice. See what we can get out of the standing splits now, okay? So, chin to the chest, crawl your hands forward. Curl your left foot through and then kick it back up. Notice how deeper you are in the fold over your right leg. Breathe in through your nose. And then look outside your right ankle and bring your left knee to the ground there. And sit back onto your bum. Right hand behind. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Side body stretch. Hook your elbow into the outside of your thigh. And it should feel like a nice rooted and twist through your torso. Okay, spine up and chest up, shoulders down. Without moving the hips, exhale and twist a little bit deeper. Remember, the right leg now is the light leg. As you inhale, come back to center. Okay, reach your hands forward, come into your right foot, and then your left knee is tucked behind your right knee. Oh, balancing, hands off the mat. Right hand grabs the inside of the foot as you start to rise. Left hand grabs the outside of the left foot. Roll your shoulders down. And feel the position like one-legged mountain pose with your foot tucked and your hands connected. We started all the way from the ground, you guys. Soften your grip, belly in, draw your left knee up in front, and then reach your arms high. Left ankle to your right thigh, figure four. Bend your standing leg, sit down. And sit down, butt back, and then your arms out in front of your shin. If this works easy, palms to the ground. Hook your left toes around your right tricep. Scrape your right leg out, curl the heel into your bum. Nice little prep for flying pigeon, chest forward, push your left shin in, kick your right leg back for 3, 2, step or jump, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips, and we're working it downward facing dog. Thank you, right leg. Hands in a little closer, and breathe in through your nose, and breathe out through your nose. Ride these waves and always feel this roots. And back in your down dog, big toes together. Heels up, exhale, stepper, hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. In the fold, pop the heels and bend your legs, knees squeeze. And you're in your double toe stand, hands to your heart. You work your spine vertical. And draw with your belly, take your fingertips back down onto the ground, kick your right leg out in front. Okay, we got to work through the belly, drawing in, chest lifting up, fingertips on the ground. Whew. As you tuck the chin, look down, crawl the fingers forward, kick your right foot leg all the way through, standing splits, and feel the depth in your dive. Oh, it's changing. Good stuff. Okay, give yourself some love in the hamstring. Look to the outside of your left foot and then slide your right knee down to it. And sit back onto your bum. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale, reach your right arm up and stay with this stretch for a beat. Let your seat ground and then elbow outside your thigh. Twist. Roll your heart up. Shoulders down. And exhale. Wring it out. We've been changing patterns in through our body all week. And feel the confidence and the space and the balance through your breath. So many different things that we could do with the body and honor the direction, a direction. And breathe in, come back to center. Hands out in front, put the weight into your left foot, and then tuck your right knee behind your left knee. And got it, left hand to your right foot inside. And then as you start to lift the chest and rise, right hand outside, and the right foot, ankle, or shin. Okay, like one-legged mountain pose, holding on to your right foot, both hands. Wonderful, steady gaze, great focus. Bring your right knee through, lift it up in front of you. Right ankle to your left thigh, figure 4. And bend your standing leg. And then the arms can come out in front. Right, see how it goes. Hands to the mat, maybe fingertips touch. Ooh, this hip may feel tighter like mine. Okay, as you work the hands flat. Shin above your elbows. Hook your right toes around your left tricep. Elbows in like Chaturanga, and then curl your left heel in. Push that right shin into your arms, and then kick your left leg back. 3, 2, step or jump, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Ooh, nice. And the hips, exhale, downward facing dog. A new life in your legs. Palms in if they got wide. Down dog, breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through your nose. And do that again. Every exhale, tailbone up a little bit higher. On your next exhale, spread the knees, take them down to the mat, please. Hey, untuck your toes. Check this out. Right hand through your legs. Grab your right heel from the inside. And turn the right side of your face to the mat. Left hand through the legs. Grab the inside of your left heel. Hey, now your cheek is kissing the ground. Use the hands on the heels. Draw your bum a little bit closer. Let it fall out, that tightness in the back of your jaw you didn't even know was there before your cheek was kissing the ground. You bring your left arm back out in front. Press up, right arm forward. And then hips over your knees. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Crawl your toes to the top edge of your mat. And slide your left knee back. And then take a dive. And come down onto your right forearm. And down onto your left forearm. Okay, perhaps a year ago, this is not where we would have been. But we continue to apply the breath. See, a year from now, no clue. I have no idea. Right, so let's stop acting like we do, right? Living in the attachment and the illusion of the minds, right? We don't know. Apply your breath here. And feel the sensations in your body. Hey, right leg, light leg. Come back up to your palms and tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee, slide your right leg back, step your left foot forward, and then pivot that back heel down. Inhale, come on up, warrior 2. Straighten your front leg out. Reach your left arm forward, take your hand down to your shin, to your ankle, or all the way outside your foot onto the mat. Reach your right arm up. You draw your tailbone in and then lengthen your spine. Unplug the back of the heart. Take your gaze forward. Right leg, light leg. Come into half moon. And she's floating. Right leg is actually, he's floating. Float him higher. Left hand down onto the ground. And you want to get fancy with it. Left hand onto your left ankle. Balance, focus, breathe, and receive. And draw your belly, bring your gaze in both hands to the mat. Less momentum. If you need a little hop back, you know it. Set your palms. Okay, as you lift your right leg high, lift your left heel, turn your elbows in, left knee to your chest, and then you can press and jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, come on back. And downward facing dog. All of it on a Friday afternoon, everybody. Or if you're doing this on Saturday, this is what we did on Friday. Come down, spread your knees. Untuck your toes. And take your left hand through your legs. Grab the inside of your heel. And then the left cheek is down. Right hand through the legs. Not so great with a mic in the side of your face. So, cheek, jaw, that's what we're doing. And feeling any energy that you're holding, storing in the back of your jaw, and feel it down into the ground. It can be a little intense. Shifting the patterns, flowing with a direction, unattached into whether it's right or wrong. Slide your right arm out in front. Press the mat away. Come on up. Left hand forward. And step your left foot outside your left hand. Crawl your toes to the top. And slide your right knee back like you're doing the splits. And then come down onto your forearms. It's okay if one side resists you a little bit more. Breathe into it equally. And find your curiosity and through the sensation of your body. Evolving this left leg, light leg, and come back up to your palms. Tuck your back toes, lift your right knee, and then step your left foot back, down dog. Step your right foot forward and pivot your back heel down. Inhale, come up, warrior two. Head above your heart, straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach forward. Right hand down, shin, ankle straight arm, hand outside the foot, and then your left arm stacks up. And draw your tailbone in, and heart forward, shoulders back, of course. And so there's room for the neck and to be free through the crown of your head, right? You're yoked, you're connected, you are united. And from your feet into your fingertips, look forward, transfer the weight, half moon, and float your left leg higher than you ever have before. As you feel the expansion of your center, the confidence in your balance, right hand into your right ankle. And strong belly, gaze in both hands to the mat. A little hop back, and so your hands are on the ground. Less momentum as you plant and breathe in. Left leg up, right heel lifts, elbows turn in. And then step or press and jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. If the hands got wide, bring them back in. And so guilty of the hands getting wide. And I'm sure that's a lot of feeling the shoulders. And the next day there are much bigger muscles that could be working. And so that you're not gripping with your shoulders. Right heel, feel. And through your exhale, tailbone a little higher. And go ahead and bring both knees to the top of the mat. Bring them together. Separate your feet apart. Take your hands, roll your calf muscles out. And then sit down in between your heels today. And perhaps your bum comes all the way down and to touch the ground. Okay, or closer than it normally does. Getting there. You could feel 2 fingers. 2 fingers to go. Right, first it's nice to roll the heart up, shoulders back. And then you have the option to walk the hands back. And draw the belly in, tailbone forward. And reclining with space in your low back, of course. And draw with your core, lift your heart, and then your chin. Come back up, elbows to hands. And hands towards the top of the mat, simply to lift the hips enough to bring the feet and back in behind the knees. Sit down on top of the heels. And right on, take your hands behind and grab onto your heels. So your thumb is on the outside, your fingers are on the inside. And then do the same thing with your left hand. Okay, lean back, hands on heels, and to get your hips to move forward. And then we're using the hands on the heels and to press yourself all the way up. Ooh, feel those legs in your camel today. Opening your hips, lifting out of your low back for 5, 4, 3, 2, hands to your bum. Inhale, belly draws in, come up. And then exhale, belly in, sit down. Little head rush. Take an inhale, open the eyes, look forward. Draw your belly button in, set your hands, contract and step back into a high plank. And high push-up, so light, we lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips and chest down. Hands stay, shoulders roll back away from the ears. In baby cobra, slide your heart up. Float your feet, point your toes, and then reach your arms forward, palms face, and little flutter kicks with your feet for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows back, hands under your shoulders, chest and legs down. Okay, ground with your knees, slide your tailbone up, and chest to the mat, chin to the mat, knees, chest and chin. Rock the weight on your knees, side to side, wag your tail. Feel your tail wag. And then bring your tail back to center. Cross your right knee behind your left knee. Press the mat away. And hips all the way back in between your heels. Left knee is on top. Nice. And square through your hips. Shoulders on top. And hands rest onto your left knee. Okay, now all that lightness, feel it in the crown of your head. Okay, we've expressed it from our legs and through our hips and our spine. Now feel it through the crown of your head. Close your eyes. A huge part of our practice, you've heard me talk about it before, is reflection. And so it's always nice to go back in the way you came from. Right? Momentarily bring your hands to the mat and then crawl yourself forward and bring your chest down. And tailbone stays up. Bring your right knee back inside. Yeah? Left knee behind your right knee and get it tucked. Press the mat away. And then we switch sides. Walk your hips back in between your heels. And set your bum down. And hands to your top knee. And gently. And hopefully a light head. Above a spacious heart. Above a connected and yoked body. And from your toes to your nose. Right? And the freedom of your mind. Less attachment. The beauty of space, the opportunity to see a direction, the direction versus the right direction or the wrong direction. Yeah, welcome back. Open the eyes, bring your hands forward, and then crawl onto your knees. This time just uncross your left leg and you're on all fours in tabletop. You set your hands underneath your shoulders, and then practice as you firm your belly, hover your knees off the mat, and then slide the tops of the feet, and then cross the ankles, and then sit down onto your bum. Kick your legs out straight in front and reach under. Pull out the fleshy part of your bum. Untuck the bum. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, lift up, come forward. Peace fingers, hook your big toes. And you ride the breath through the front of your spine, lifting your chest. And feel the lift, feel the length. And then you can start to draw yourself forward, belly in, and then down. Nice in the back. And through the neck, inhale, head up, gaze forward. And exhale, release your toes, keep your legs strong, and your arms are now light, floating out in front. And draw your belly in, chin to your chest, anchor your legs, and we're going to slowly roll back and down. The head is the last thing to touch. Slower. And slower. And keep the heels anchored. Go slow. Whenever you find yourself fully connected to your back onto the ground, release. Let go. Take a sigh. Exhale all the air out of your body. May I hope a lightness and washes through you. And pleasure, satisfaction, accomplishment, of a lighter being at this point in time. Physically, mentally, emotionally. And so you are cruising, perhaps even flying through the clouds. Whatever your expression of freedom looks like, go to that place and through this space right now. And please take as much time here in your practice as you'd like. Enjoy the peace and the relaxation, your Shavasana. And we look forward to sharing the practice with you tomorrow. Enjoy this one. Thank you so much for your breath and your energy, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.